What started as a project in Syracuse dorm room sparked into an on-the-go solution for owners of electric cars. The Roadie from SparkCharge is the world's first and only mobile charging system for electric vehicles. It allows drivers to skip the lines and wait times for traditional charging stations. It also has a delivery service. Subscribers log into the company's app and SparkCharge will come and charge their EV for them. The service, already available in Dallas, Los Angeles, San Francisco and San Jose, with plans to expand to 20 cities by the end of the year. And last week, the CEO, Josh Aviv, was at the White House to meet Joe Biden before the president signed the CHIPS Act into law. Aviv says the law is the right bill at the right time to solve one of America's crucial supply chain problems. And the SparkCharge CEO and founder, Josh Aviv, joins us now. Josh, fantastic to have you on the show. Let's talk charging first, and then we'll get to the CHIPS Act. Welcome, first and foremost. But what you're offering is a sort of app-based concierge service, really, for EV charging. Just explain how it all works.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for having me on today. Yeah, so our mobile app called Currently can be downloaded today, both iPhone and Android, and an EV owner is able to select the time, place, and how much range they want, and with the push of a button, get it delivered straight to their car. We like to think of it as, Grubhub, Uber Eats, or Instacart, but instead of hungry people, we charge hungry electric vehicles.
I love that. Now, the benefit of Postmates or one of the other brands, not that I'm being specific, is that when I order some food, it arrives within the hour. How much warning do I have to give you, and who actually gets the charging unit to me? Explain some of the functionality of this.
Absolutely. So it's super simple, and that's what we really love about it. So an EV owner can have range delivered in as little as 30 minutes. And they can also, what's really cool about this, plan ahead as well. So we have EV owners that say, hey, well, I want range delivered now, and that range gets delivered to them right then and there. But we also have EV owners who say, well, I'm going to be at work, or I'm going to be at my house, or I'm going to be at a friend's house, and they can actually schedule the charge to meet them there. And that's something that's really unique about the service. You can have it right away, or you can have it delivered to you in the future. When we think about the simplicity and who delivers it, it's our team of SparkCharge and Currently employees that are out there delivering the charge directly to the EV owner.
What's the average wait time? I'm really excited by this.
Yeah, so I believe right now, once we show up and charge the car, it's about, maybe 30, 45 minutes to charge the car.
Wait, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how long I wait once I say, help me, I'm stuck on the side of the road, I need some extra charge. Because I think this is what you're tackling, is charge anxiety. And it's part of the big barrier of buying electric vehicles. It's like, if I do run out of charge somewhere, even if it's in a city, how long do I have to wait? What's the average wait time once I get on my app and go, hey, come fix my car, please? How long do I have to wait?
Yeah. It's about 30 minutes, so it's super quick. And the cool thing about the service is that 60% of all our calls are actually done at home. So it's actually people calling the charge to their house, to their apartment. The other 40% are actually EV owners calling us to their job. So can you come charge me while I'm at work, so I don't have to stop and wait at a supercharger on the way home? I can go directly there.
So you have delivery vehicles, people ready just to go out there wherever it's going to be and charge it. Are they combustion engines, or are they electric vehicles as well? Just checking.
Yeah, we are actually super excited to announce that we've already started to convert our fleet to fully electric. So I believe now more than 90% of our fleet is fully 100% electric vans.
Okay, cool. And how much do I pay for it? I pay a monthly subscription, and then I pay for the charge that I use.
Absolutely. So we have subscriptions that range as low as $5 a month, and you can get the price per kilowatt hour for what you use down to as little as, I believe, 50 to 51 cents a kilowatt hour.
Okay, so actually, if we compare it to building out infrastructure on a relative basis and going to charge an electric vehicle at somewhere that's got established infrastructure, then it's lower. The cost is lower to the consumer.
In most cases, yeah, 100%. In most cases, the cost can be lower, especially if you think about peak charging times and peak rates. We're actually significantly more cost effective than those grid or infrastructure tied charging stations.
Okay, I read that you can scale up as well once you decide to enter a city in around 14 days, which is quite fascinating too. But what about expanding beyond cities? Because I know you're taking funding as well. And the key for most people, I think, with electric vehicles is less about cities, even if there's the challenge perhaps of queuing up for a charging. It's about having them spread all over. So talk to me about expansion plans, because I think this is sort of vitally important for going back to the point that I made earlier about addressing this charge anxiety if we really want to scale up EV adoption.
Absolutely. So when we think about scaling up EV adoption and we think about how we scale at SparkCharge, typically if you want to get a DC fast charger deployed, it can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months, and the cost can be astronomical. And so we're able to go in and set up a city in under 14 days, and that means we blanket that entire city with energy. So anyone in that area can actually call and have charge delivered to them. And what happens is basically now you remove all of these, what we like to call charging deserts, or areas that have been left, basically untouched because the need or the seemed demand for that zip code has been made unavailable. And so typically what you see is that you see lower income areas kind of get left behind or left out of having infrastructure installed. But with mobile charging, we cover an entire area, we cover an entire city. No one gets left behind, and everyone has access virtually overnight. And so as we expand to these other cities, what we're going to start to see is hopefully more adoption of electric vehicles because people have easier access to charging.
You know what would be really cool is, and I think you talked about it because you were on Shark Tank, and that's where you got money originally from Mark Cuban. And I know you've scaled up now, which is super exciting. But it's if a consumer could buy one themselves and have a portable charger with them that they plug in and carry with them. Like that, for me, also is the future. Are you tackling that technology, and how far away do you think that is too? Not that I don't love the delivery service, however.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And I think what it's really going to come down to is, does the need to have it delivered outweigh the need to carry it with you, right? So if you're going to carry something with you, the weight, which is going to go into the car, is going to shorten the range in some cases. And then you might forget to charge it. You might forget to have it with you. Being able to, call the charge on your phone, what we found to be like the most simplistic, but also the most convenient, right? But we will be having some new updates coming out. In fact, this September 15th, we'll have Spark Day, our annual keynote conference, where we'll actually be unveiling some new charging technology that I think it's really going to excite a lot of people, and it's really going to disrupt the way that we think about EV charging today.
Aha! Sparks will fly on Sparks Day, which is September the 15th. We'll be looking out for it. Joshua, great to have you on. Joshua Aviv, CEO and founder of SparkCharge there. Thank you, sir.